ASF, and I know my channel is usually Mortal Kombat and Justice fighting game related, but I do love DC Comics and all DC Comics video games, so don't be surprised if I cover this game as well. So Gotham Knights is the name of the game that has been getting teased forever with the redacted Twitter page and WB Games Montreal. This is the big reveal. The name kind of got leaked, but not a lot of details about the game came out. So the official reveal trailer and some gameplay were shown today. And the reason I'm making this video is because there's actually two videos. If you're watching DC fandom like I am, there was gameplay obviously shown. But on the Twitter page for the game for Gotham Knights, they actually uploaded another video, and it's the same gameplay, the 7 minute gameplay showcase, except there's a little bit of a voiceover, and they tell you a little bit more about the game, and they're just some details that people may not have noticed, and some little things here and there. So those are some of the things I want to talk about. So first off, this game is a soft reboot, apparently. Just from what people in the industry are saying, people who've heard some things, it's a soft reboot. So it's not like necessarily a Batman Arkham sequel, but it is following up on that idea, like Bruce Wayne dying at the end of Arkham Knight. You know what I mean? Bruce Wayne, Batman is dead. Cold Black. Now the Bat family basically has to take care of Gotham City in his absence. So for those of you who don't know, WB Games Montreal did Batman Arkham Origins a while ago, I believe around 7 years ago. But they also did the Batgirl DLC for Batman Arkham Knight, so they have familiarity with the Batman universe, with designing a game for these type of characters and things like that. And just in case anybody's unfamiliar with it, so here's some of the details that people that if you were just watching DC fandom like me that you might not have caught. Apparently, this game can be played completely solo or completely co-op. So in the gameplay that we see, they're playing in the co-op mode. So they're playing as Batgirl and they're playing as Robin, right? And when they're not playing as Robin, he's assisting, and you're playing as Batgirl. Batgirl's gameplay looks to be the most similar to Batman. Every other character seems to have different aspects of their character. So that was one of the first things that I heard. The other thing was in the gameplay you see Robin teleport, and apparently he's using Justice League satellite to do some short range teleporting. Now this is interesting because it confirms the Justice League existence in this universe. And that may be a continuation of Arkham, because in Arkham Knight, some of the villains like mention other characters like Superman and Flash without saying their names, but it may be a continuation of that. But it's also interesting because that means maybe Superman shows up in the game, maybe a Justice League character shows up in the game. I know the game is not designed for them or around them. I don't think any of them would be playable. Just knowing that they exist in the universe means they could show up, or some things around or about, like some other characters in the universe of those characters could show up. Just something to keep in mind. Also, you have Alfred is still around. Obviously Batman's gone, but Alfred is still on comms, which is normal for any type of Batman Arkham game. And then we have Renee Montoya on comms as well, which means Jim Gordon may be gone as commissioner, maybe retired. Who knows? If you don't know, Renee Montoya works for the GCPD. Very, very, very classic character in Batman comics. She eventually becomes the Question, but I don't think we will see that in this game at all. Another thing is Barbara Gordon. So Barbara Gordon is Batgirl, right? But if you pay attention closely in the trailer, you see her wheelchair there. So she does have her stint as Oracle, like that existed. And this is part of where I say where it's a soft reboot, right? There are things about Arkham Knight or the Arkham games that existed, right? Just Batman canon. Like the Killing Joke happened. Barbara was paralyzed, but now she's back as Batgirl. She's good to go. She's back out there, and it's just like Jason Todd, right? In the Arkham universe, he was the Arkham Knight. He had a bit of a different history. He has this J on his face, this branding, but in this game, he just has a giant scar on his face, right? He looks a little bit different. He has the white hair, So things are slightly different, but you should consider it. The big things from the Arkham universe maybe are this is a continuation of the big things from the Arkham universe. Sorry about that, I can't really talk well. Another thing is the Robin in the game seems to be Tim Drake, not Damian Wayne. He's never named. They don't name who the Robin is, but just based on his design, his voice, and the things he says, he sounds nice and empathetic, and Damian is not that character. And he gets along with Batgirl really well, so I don't think he's Damian Wayne. There was a rumor a couple years ago of Rocksteady, I believe, doing a Damian Wayne Batman game. So maybe that's still a thing, and maybe that's why he's not in this game. But that is more speculation. And one of the last things you hear in the gameplay on the Twitter version of the video was that the villains get stronger as you do. So like Mr. Freeze, if you fight him at level 5 and it's one fight, and if you fight him at level 15, it's a totally different fight. Not in the sense that he's just stronger, but that he has like different attacks he does and different things like that. And I thought that was super interesting because like there's not really a lot of games like that. I mean, there are games where obviously the villain is matched to your level. Like if I fight at this level, he's this level, but I guess it depends on the game, but I thought that was a little interesting tidbit just to know. Like it could be literally a completely different fight depending on when you fight him. So hopefully that isn't just like one little change, like, oh, now he does this attack because you're stronger, or like how some fights, the longer the fight goes on, the more moves they do. Hopefully it's not something like that, and it's like a genuine difference, because that gives you a reason to replay the game and do things in different orders and things of that sort, instead of doing things in whatever is deemed the optimal way. You can say, oh, if I fight Mr. Freeze later, then the fight becomes way more interesting or something. Just something else to think about. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Gotham Knights. I think it looks really cool. Obviously, it's not coming out anytime soon. It's coming out next year without a release date, so it's probably not coming in the first quarter. And they say this is a pre-alpha build, but so they got some work to do. It doesn't look absolutely perfect, but I think it looks really good. Another thing that I noticed, there seems to be some level of customization. If you look at the reveal trailer, look at the costumes, then look at the costumes in the gameplay, they are different. Now, this could be mission specific, just like an attention to detail thing. Like Robin has his head completely covered, as does Batgirl, because it's snowing and it's super cold. It could be because of that, or it could just be literally costume customizing, which they didn't really announce or say anything about. But there are I've seen at least 2 different costumes for each character. So something else to keep your eye on. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, subscribing to the channel helps a lot. I may end up covering this game, so if you're interested in this game and want to learn new things, I'm going to try to find the information that most people aren't talking about and usually update with that type of information. I don't want to make the same exact videos as anybody else. But yeah, if you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff really helps. And thanks for watching. JSF, I'm out. Peace.